Díomh Chorja, Céad Míle Fáilte Arás, go dtí the Homeschool Hub. It's Misha Muntore, and I am delighted to be back with you here again. We are bringing the classroom into your homes, and in some ways you're bringing your homes into our classroom as well. It's pretty cool, huh? Yeah, it's all down to your enthusiasm and your hard work. So thanks a million for that. And let's keep it going today. So I'm going to do a maths lesson in a little while. Yeah, but all right, now look at the state of this place. Now it's going to be another busy day here at the Homeschool Hub, so I suppose I better get tidied up. Now I bought a new pencil case especially for this show, so let's see now. I'll just put all my stuff away. Wait a second, my drumstick is a little bit too long for the pencil case. I was really hoping that was going to fit. That was going to be really neat and tidy. Now, how can I illustrate to everybody at home that this is too long for this? I'll tell you what. We will compare. Yeah, okay. Now, let's see. Oh, I better pop it down on the desk so it's nice and even. Yeah, we can definitely see that the drumstick, it's just too long for that pencil case. I think I'm going to have to go back to the pencil case shop. And if they ask me, well, how long should the pencil case be? Well, how am I going to tell them? Do I have to carry my drumstick around the place? I'll tell you what. I'm going to measure my drumstick, which is exactly what today's maths class is all about. It's all about measuring length. All right, let's get started. Now, we did a little estimation thing there. We estimated if this was going to be longer than this, which it was, but not all estimations are that easy. Let's see. Let's start by comparing these two. Now, just by looking like this, which one do you think is longer? This marker or this duster? Answers? Let's find out. Let's compare them. Okay. Now, this one is a lot closer. But we can see that the marker is definitely taller than the duster there, yeah? So the marker is longer than the duster. Just line them up there. Okay. So, now, we are measuring lengths. So the first thing that we got to do is have a look at all our mathematical language. All right, let's go. So what do we got up here? You've seen all these before. We have long, longer, longest. Okay. Now, a good trick that you can do as well to get yourself involved is you might do a bit of actions at home. So, long, longer, longest. You see what I'm saying? Wide and narrow. What other ones are up there? Oh, short, shorter, and the shortest. What else have we got there? Oh, tall and taller. Maybe if there's somebody else in the room, which are maybe other people in your family, which one is the tallest? Which ones are taller than you? Which ones are shorter than you? Now, what other words are up there? Oh yes, we've also got the length and we have the width. And that word, I've already used it, that word estimate. With measures, we are always estimating. Okay, let's get started. Now, where was I? Aha, measuring my drumstick. Okay, let's have a look up here. Now, so this is what I'm going to measure. Now, I'm not going to use a ruler or measuring tape and stuff like that because we are learning about how measuring works. Okay, so I'm going to use what we call non-standard units. Now, selection of unit is very important. So what could I use? Oh, look over here. Perfect. I could use these blocks. Now, the reason these blocks will work as a measuring unit, as a unit of measurement, is because there are lots of them and because they are identical. Okay. Now, okay, let's see. If we're measuring our drumstick, we're going to line that one up at the start. Okay. Oh, forgot to do a very important thing. We forgot to estimate. Okay, so off you go at home. I'm going to be lining these up. How many blocks long do you think that this drumstick is going to be. By now you're getting a pretty good picture of where this is going. So, are there any takers for 15 blocks? Are there any takers for 17 blocks? Are you guessing more? Are you guessing less? Okay, keep those estimations going. Remember, estimating is a really, really important part of measurement and a really important way for everybody to learn about how long things are, and a great system to use in measurement. Okay, let's keep going here now. Okay, now I haven't counted these up. Now, what are the most important things while I am putting these blocks together? It's really important that I don't leave big gaps in between, isn't it? Now, and they should also form a straight line. Okay, I'm getting there. Okay, now do you remember your estimation? How many blocks did you estimate? Now, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and I'm going to say 22. It's a little under 22, but I'm going to say that my drumstick is 22 blocks long. Did anyone out there estimate 22 blocks? If you did, well done. If you didn't, do you know what? It was an estimate. And estimates are, generally aimed for kind of the ballpark or whatever you think. Now, I'm going to measure my drumstick using another non-standard unit. Now, what else could we use? Remember, a good measuring unit, they will be identical in length and there will be lots of them. So we could use paper clips, we could use matches, or look what we have right here. How about this for a non-standard unit? Toothpicks. Are they identical? Yes. Are there lots of them? There are loads of them. Okay. Now, before I measure my drumstick again, let's have a look at the difference between these two. So is the toothpick longer than the block? Most definitely. So, does that mean that the drumstick is going to be more or less toothpicks? What do you think? Only one way to find out. Okay, my first toothpick goes down. Let's have your estimates. How many toothpicks long is my drumstick? Does anybody say 10? Does anybody say 8? Hopefully there's some interesting estimations coming in from all you boys and girls at home. Okay, that's 4. And that's 5. Oh, so it is just over 5 toothpicks long. All right, well done. Good measuring. And because this is a longer measuring unit, there are a lot less toothpicks than there are blocks. Well done, everybody. Now, try this one out. Let's say the headmaster knocks on the door there. I say, hello, headmaster, come on in. And the headmaster, she says, Muntor Ray, great news. We have that new desk for you. Yep, you're always giving out about your shabby old desk. Well, now we've got the new one for you and the delivery guys are outside. But first of all, you and your class, you need to get rid of this one. So, we need to get rid of this desk. But we have to make sure that this desk fits out that door. By looking at it, it's pretty close. I am estimating by looking at the door, it's pretty close. I think I should measure how wide my desk is. Now, what'll I do? Will I bring my blocks and measure the blocks? I could measure blocks and see how wide my desk is, or I could use my toothpicks, but imagine if the principal comes back and I've got my toothpicks and my blocks all over the floor over here. No, that's not going to work. I'm going to use another non-standard unit. This one is called an on-board non-standard unit. On board is because it is on board. We have it already. What I'm going to use is handspans. Yeah, a handspan is the distance between the tip of the thumb right down to the tip of the pinky. So, how many handspans wide do you think my desk is? Who guesses 5? Who guesses 10? Actually, when you think about it, just like our blocks and our toothpicks, my handspan is, I'm thinking, maybe a little bit bigger than yours at home. Well, you know, there's always differences in these non-standard measuring units, I suppose. But anyway, you can try it for yourself and see. Okay, now I'm going to measure the width of my desk. Okay, what's our estimate again? 4, 3, 5? Let's see. Okay, that's 1 handspan. Okay, now I'm going to pop my finger here because I need to move it up like this. Okay, that's 2 handspans. And I'm going to move it again. And oh, look at that. The desk is tiny bit over 3 handspans wide. Okay, good estimating, everybody. Yep, good guessing. Now, all I have to do is take my onboard measuring unit over to the door, and I can measure out over there. And there's no need for all those blocks and stuff like that. By measuring the door, I can find out if my desk will make it clean out the door, and I can get the new one in, hopefully. I might have to measure that one too, actually. Right, now I think it's time for you guys to do some length measuring at home. And I'd particularly like you to measure how tall you are. Now, how are you going to measure how tall you are using non-standard units? Are you going to get some blocks and stack them up high and stack them up tall just next to you and... No, that's not going to work, is it? So how are you going to measure how tall you are? Maybe think about lying down horizontally, lying down on the floor. You could maybe mark where your head is with a piece of tape, maybe another piece of tape where your feet is. Oh, and then you're going to look for some non-standard measuring units. How about some coloring pencils? I wonder how many coloring pencils tall you are.